Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Coach Rob's here with me. We're doing something Wilson today, and we're gonna, as Cher says it, turn back time.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna like this.
I remember that song.
If I could turn back time, would it be Wilson? Stay tuned. Hey guys, do you need help organizing your tennis life? Well, think Go! We got the Axiom line here, the 9-pack duffel, my favorite bag, the 9-pack Axiom 2.0. They even make a 12-pack if you're going on tour. And my favorite backpack of all time. I love that bag. So if you want to organize your tennis life, think Go. All right, so Wilson decided to turn back time, not with racket though, with shoes. And I don't know if you guys remember this, and if you're even of age to recall this, but if you're our age, you would definitely know what I'm talking about. This iconic shoe was Wilson's #1 shoe back in the day when they released it. It was a full grain leather and had a little circle with a W on it. Came in leather and in mesh.
Right.
Coach Rob has not seen it. Coach Rob doesn't know what I'm doing yet. I
saw it back in the day because I had them and I wore them.
What were they called?
But that would be called the Pro Staff.
That's right.
Not the racket, the shoe.
Correct. They Pro Staffed everything back then.
Right.
It was just a name that they...
Wow. It's been a long time since I've held one of these. Yep.
So, modern twist. Supposedly, this is leather. Remember we did a video on leather shoes?
We did.
This is supposedly leather.
Right.
And the lacing system looks like it's from that era. The inside looks like it's it's kind of terry clothish on the inside. So basically, and it's got like a nice little cup here to hold you in. Again, the details from back in the 80s. The interesting thing though in this shoe is that the octopus suckers are in here still.
Right. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah, so they didn't modernize it too much. But what they supposedly did modernize is the sole. This supposedly has a more modern sole, and you know, like the DST and all that stuff in the midfoot, so that...
Well, we do have Duralast right here in the heel, it says.
Oh, wow. That wouldn't have been there in
That was not in 1980.
87. So they call it the Pro Staff 1987, which was when it was introduced. And I feel like they had the shoe for 20 plus years.
Yeah, they had it for a long time.
Did you own a pair of these?
Multiple. A lot of them.
Did you prefer the leather or the mesh?
The leather in the winter and the mesh in the summer.
Oh, okay.
I wanted some breathability when it was hot.
Got it.
And the leather I kind of just got when it was winter and tried to use the warmth.
Totally makes sense. So I'm gonna let you hold this one. So
Which size are these?
I got that one for show because that's not our size.
Oh, I was gonna say.
This one's for use.
Oh wow, I don't remember the green.
Yeah, they came out with these in a bunch of different colors.
Oh, okay.
And that's the one we're gonna use.
Got
that's
it,
the
okay.
one we're just showing because everybody remembers that color.
Right. Yes.
Okay, so let's take a look at the bottom of this one. It's the same.
Same.
Just all white. All right, so we're gonna try these on. Man, 25 years, or my math is wrong? No.
I think your math's wrong.
My math is wrong. 45 years. No.
It's a long time.
Dang.
Whatever the math
97,
is, it's added up.
17 plus 3 is...
Here, maybe
Come
we
on,
should
Rob.
back out the math.
Come
and
on,
just
Rob.
stick to the shoe is old.
Okay, it's old.
Okay, let's go with that.
It's old.
We're old. It's old.
Damn, I don't want to count it then.
Let's get back to trying them on and trying them.
Okay, let's see how they are on the court. All right, so we just got some time on the court with the Pro Staff 87 tennis shoe.
The return.
The return of Cher. Turning back time here to 1987 when these shoes were first introduced. Wanted to also mention the box actually looked very similar to this. Okay, so Wilson decided to bring back literally the whole package with the box, the way it was packaged. Oh yeah, even with that stuff. You had asked me though, where is this made? And I didn't even look at it. And
You didn't.
I didn't look at it.
I did after I asked the question.
Was I right?
You were right. Harry said Vietnam, and I looked at the tag, and it said Vietnam in the tongue, and I was wondering if that's where they were originally made. I don't know.
My recollection was they were made in China back then. Yeah, but
that would make sense. But
the reason I said Vietnam was most tennis shoes are made in Vietnam. Now, if you go look at the shoes you're wearing right now, if they're tennis shoes, pull that tongue open and tell me where it's made. I'll bet you it says Vietnam. Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyways, let's talk about the shoe here. What did you feel?
I felt the old octopus suction when I was putting my foot down. It was staying there.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. I remembered that from back in the day. It kind of had that no slip feel where you had to lift your foot up and move.
Right.
Because those were going to grip and grab.
Right. How did the fit work?
It might fit good.
Sorry, I'm going to back up a little bit. You had a little problem lacing them.
I did. Well, I was impressed with how flat and straight the laces were. That was like it was back in the day. So they must have maybe kept the same lacing machine or however they do it. Yeah, just having to open it up a little bit more to get my fat foot in there. But yeah, it was cool. It felt good. It felt like the old days. I mean, not like anything now, but.
So the lacing is fat, wider. Like I even on the court said, hey, it's Run DMC.
You did. I was just glad you didn't break out trying to sing any of their songs. But.
Well, I definitely ain't breakdancing or breaking my neck or something like that over these shoes. But
now that'd have been fun.
How was the fit?
It felt good.
Moving. How was the moving?
Yeah, no, it felt good. Moving. I kind of remembered I kind of remember these being like modern for their time. Like the other shoes didn't have as much cushion. I think I remember having some Adidas Grand Prix that had a little bit of cushion, but these have the cushion, and it felt good. They were nice.
The one thing that I noticed is that I was a little worried because of the side here with the lateral support. Surprisingly, there was lateral support. I was afraid of going over in these, but the way this particular one was built, it actually worked out very well. And I didn't feel like I was ever in danger of rolling an ankle in this shoe.
Me neither.
So the interesting thing that I was commenting about, and you had the same problem as I did, when we were lacing these, when you pull on, let's say that to tie up, right? Because we had the loosen and loosen, when we assume that when we pull this, both this lace and this lace will like follow suit, right? So you can pull. But when we pull this, the only ones that move was this, and that stayed. So what we actually had to do was go old school and like
Open it up.
pull and pull before we can pull.
And then we could expand it to slip our foot in.
Right. But when you tied your laces and locked in, they actually designed this very well. And I'm thinking this is an old design where this is a little thicker here. And when you yanked on this, the whole thing kind of closed up on you. So
Yeah,
that's a great
secure.
design.
Yeah, I felt secure and snug. And
so let me, I lost some words, but I'm going to see what they say. I'm going to tell you what Wilson says. It says, turn back time with Wilson's latest Pro Staff 87 sneakers, first introduced to the world in 1987. These sneakers combine a classic look with a retro flair into comfortable, stylish shoe that was sure to turn heads wherever you want. Okay, Wilson. The latest version takes the timeless popular design and incorporates modern techniques and materials to make them that much more comfortable. Full grain leather, guys. If you want a leather shoe, right here. Full grain leather upper shows off its quality and Ortholite sock liner, and the R-DST Plus midsole help your feet feel as good as they look. Another reminder of this shoe's history is the box, which we talked about, where it replicates the current box. The classic 80s look is back, and there's no better way to complete any outfit with Wilson's Pro Staff 87 sneakers. Interesting. So this is kind of half in, half out, though, the way they mention it, because it's talking a lot about stylish.
Right. It's like you could wear it as like nowadays. Maybe you're wearing it as with jeans and a nice shirt and something, or you're trying to maybe go back and play in them, and kind of have it be an athletic shoe.
Right.
For other sports.
So you were mentioning something else to me when we were on the court. Do you remember what you said?
That was a long time ago.
Like Stan Smith?
Oh, yeah. So it's like maybe this is Wilson's way of trying to come back with the Stan Smith shoe that I do remember playing as a kid, and that had no cushion, and my foot was just being blazing hot in those. I always remembered being happy to have a thicker cushion on, whether it would be that Adidas Grand Prix or when they switched to the Pro Staff.
Right.
Where this cushion was so much thicker and so much better on my foot when you're playing in the summer heat.
And we know where Stan Smith shoes are these days. It's with the teenagers who don't even know Stan, but wear them because that's the trend.
It's like the Converse Chuck Taylors, right? You tell a high school boy or girl and go, hey, see those Chuck Taylors? Like those Chuck Taylors? And they're like, what are you talking about?
Who's Chuck?
I'm like, read the box, read the logo. It says Chuck Taylor, All-Stars.
It says Chuck Taylor on my shoe?
Right. They kind of look at you funny. I'm like, next, moving on.
Who's Chuck?
Right.
So, and I'm guessing if you're going to get these shoes, you know what these are. It's a lifestyle thing. And if the teenagers wear it, they definitely don't know what these shoes are, and they're wearing it just because it's a trend. But since we just tried them on the court, you can play in them and keep them on when you put on your jeans because they're very stylish.
Right.
And they're going to come in a ton of colors, just to let you know. But this is what everybody remembers.
Right.
The Wilson Pro Staff 87. All right, Coach Rob, thank you so much for testing out Pro Staff 87 and bringing back time.
Turning it back.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.